Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ. And make sure you hit that like button. This is actually a special episode for two reasons. So one, let's just get to the nitty gritty. This is the episode to submit your recruits, but this year I'm going to do recruiting a little different. I'm going to have about 10 to 12 guys I'm going to pick this year. Usually I have 20, but there's a reason because, recruiting has just been different this year, and mainly because I did restrict myself to 1-stars, but honestly, I thought it would be tough to recruit 1-stars and, just get good players. And yeah, it's tough to get good players, but the thing is there's no competition. So every single 1-star pretty much commits to my school, and I don't want it to be that easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 10 to 12. I'm going to make everybody at least probably, if they're going to be a 1-star, they're going to be a high 1-star, but probably 2-stars, probably 2 stars and 3 stars. We'll see. I just won't make them their attributes, their ratings very good, but I'm gonna make them better so that other teams go after them. And then plus I want to go after other guys that I think that a lot of created guys, a lot of custom guys come out, and a lot of computer teams don't go after them. I don't know what it is, but it seems like if you go after the 2-stars and 3-star guys that are generated in the game, then the CPU schools actually go after those guys. So I want to actually have some competition in recruiting, and it kind of took the fun away just having everybody that I got on my board just commit to my school, and that's not something I want to do. I want to lose some guys as well, so we're going to go back to that style. So another part of this game, this isn't actually me playing. This is T from TNJ playing this game. So this is not me at all. I let him play with the Coastal team, and look at this right away. Here he is giving up a major touchdown here to Gray. Gardner Minshew is actually one of those guys on this game. He's just cheesy. He's just super cheesy. I don't know what it is. He makes every throw. So he takes the 7-0 lead here for East Carolina, as here's Kashawn Curtin rolling out to the left side and picking up 20 yards. This is actually funny seeing somebody else play with this team. And like I said, this is T from TNJ. He does show up in the Madden series. He has his own Madden series. Check that out. And here he is playing with the Coastal team. So now here throwing the ball across the middle, but look at Holton Jr. off of the drop pass, comes up with the interception. And man, disaster already early in this game, as now here comes Coastal back out of defense, and look at Cedric Granger forcing the fumble on that. And luckily East Carolina does pick up the ball. So here's Scott getting the handoff to the outside and breaking a tackle and somehow getting under a block, and picks up a huge gain of 30 yards. So now past the 50-yard line. Here is Minshew throwing a screen pass to Brown, and there is a flag on the play. So that one is coming back, but they do eventually pick up the first down. So now here is Minshew throwing the ball to the left side, and look at that move to the inside. And Taj Deans picks up the touchdown. And wow, I mean, can you get any more unlucky than that? I don't know how he did that quick twitch movement to the inside, but he made it. So here is Allen King back out on the kick return, and he's picking up a big gain and getting inside the 40-yard line. So now East Carolina back out on defense, has been stopping the offense up to this point. And here is Brown, Jimbo Brown, getting the screen pass, and he just doesn't have the speed to break that one loose, as he only picks up 13 yards. So now on a 2nd and 9, look who's in at running back. Allen King gets in, and he gets a screen pass and picks up 18 yards. You see the difference in speed from Jimbo Brown to Allen King, as Allen King still in the game. He's getting some love from Coach T as he makes it inside the 6-yard line. So now on a 3rd and goal, here is Curtin throwing the ball out to Allen King, getting a lot of action so far, but he only picks up 2 on that one, and we do have to settle for the field goal, and we make it a 14-3 game. So now getting towards the end of the first quarter, here is Minshew throwing over the middle, and Gray is going to be open, and that's an easy 20 yards on that as he picks up the first down. So now on a 2nd and 7, here's Minshew throwing the ball to the right side, but look at this. Orlando Norman is there for the interception. Look at that block as well, as we do pick up a turnover. And I swear it's been like so many games since we've seen a turnover, and we do get the ball back. So Alan King does get stopped that time for a -2 loss, but on a 2nd and 12, Sam Forbes is getting open for the 27-yard reception, and that's a nice throw by Curtin that time. So now on a 3rd and 3, look at Max Moriarty holding on to the ball. Now on a 1st and 10, here's a screen pass, another one to Alan King, trying to pick up some yardage, cuts inside but only picks up 4 yards. So now facing a 3rd and 3, almost 4 minutes left in this first half. Here's Curtin facing some pressure up the middle and staying in the pocket a little too long, holding onto the ball and taking a sack. So now he attempted to kick the field goal, but that one is going to be short and going to be missed, and that is going to be devastating for Coastal. So now back out on defense. Here is Scott getting the draw play and picking up another big gain. Darrell Scott going to pick up 12 yards on that. So now here is Minshew, play fake to Scott, throwing the ball to the right side, and he's going to pick up another 11 yards, this time Deans. So now 3rd and 5 here. Close to 3 minutes left in this half, as here's Minshew trying to roll out, breaking a couple of tackles and only picking up 1 yard as we get him to a 4th and 3, and we do force a very, very long field goal, and that one is going to be way off, as now we do take back over in our own territory. But on a 1st and 10 here, 2 minutes left in this half, as here is Amari Manuel getting open for 27 yards on that reception. So now facing a 3rd and 9. A couple of plays later, corner blitz coming off the edge, and it's coming in hot, and Curtin does take the 9-yard sack. So now we have to punt the ball away, give the ball back to East Carolina, as now here is Minshew trying to roll out and getting 15 yards on that. So now on a 1st and 10 here, a minute left in this half. Here's Minshew throwing to the right side, and Deans is going to be there for another reception. Seems like it's been the Scott, Deans, and Minshew show so far this game. So now here, a minute left in the half, throwing to the right side, and that's a perfectly placed ball, and somehow the receiver drags his foot and now puts them into field goal range. So now throwing to the outside, but look at who's there. Brandon Jones, the true freshman, comes up with the interception, and he is actually, I think he's had a great season so far. I mean, not a lot of freshmen can have the impact that he's had, but he's definitely took advantage of his opportunities, and he and Alan King are definitely having pretty good freshman years. So now on a 2nd and 10, 10 minutes left in the second quarter, throwing the ball deep, but somehow Jack Kleck cannot hold on to that one, and unfortunately that cost us some points, as now we go into halftime down 14-3. But now on the ensuing kickoff, look at this right away. We are giving up an opening half kickoff return for a touchdown. But look at this. It's coming back, clipping, and that is going to be luck on our part, as we now are back out on defense facing an early 3rd and 12. But look at that dime that time by Minshew, completing the pass and picking up the first down. So now past the 50-yard line here on a 2nd and 10, throwing it out to Gray, but we are going to get there for the tackle. So now facing a 3rd and 5, here is Minshew from the shotgun, handing it off to Anderson. Look at Anderson breaking a tackle and getting a big gain, 22 yards, and that's another first down. So now here on a 1st and 10 here, close to the red zone, throwing to the outside. Watley is going to get the pass that time and pick up 8 yards. So now Minshew from the shotgun from the 20-yard line on a 2nd and 7, faking the read option, and look at this running room he's going to have, breaking a tackle and getting into the end zone for the 21-yard touchdown run. And Gardner Minshew, I mean, this guy is just cheesing on this game. As now 2nd and 12. We're coming back out down 21-3. Throwing to the outside. But on the second pass of this next drive, Curtin just can't do anything. His 2nd interception of the game. So now we have to stop them from scoring one more time. But they are set up with pretty good field position here. Here's Scott getting the handoff, the draw play, and stiff arms Brandon Jones twice, as now they pick up 9 yards. So now here is Minshew from the shotgun, throwing the ball to Brown, and that is going to be caught, and an easy first down on that. So now here's Minshew from the shotgun, having a clean pocket, throwing to Gray one more time, and somehow picking up 13 yards. So now facing a 1st and goal here. Here is Minshew giving it out to Scott, and another 5-yard touchdown run for Scott, and it's now a 28-3 game here in the last game of the season. As now on a 1st and 10, here is Curtin actually back out onto the field, and no, that's not Curtin, that's Wesley David. David actually gets in. He pulls Curtin here in the last game of the season, puts in Wesley David, as here he finds Angel Gonzalez, the redshirt freshman, there for the catch. But now on the next play, Wesley David gets sacked by the defensive end, and now facing a 3rd and 20 here from the shotgun, throwing the ball deep, but another overthrow, and Harris for East Carolina is going to be there for the interception, as they do have another forced turnover in this game. So now here back towards the end of the 3rd quarter here on a 1st and 10. Here is Scott picking up some more running room and getting a big gain once again. And this Coastal defense is just getting torched by Scott and Minshew. And this is just an absolutely bad game by Coastal. But we do get a stop here. Little wins count. Ryan Marshall on the tackle. Now get him to a 3rd and 6 here, as from the shotgun, here is Minshew having all day to throw, but no, it's a screen pass, and look at Scott picking up absolutely great blocking, goes untouched, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown, 35-3. So now here, Wesley David from the shotgun, throwing to the outside, finding Sam Forrest, finally a big play. So now here's 3rd and 7 here. David starting the 4th quarter. Look at him getting sacked, and man, this is just a dominant game by ECU, as they do force another punt. So here's Minshew back out on offense, throwing to the outside, and they just keep airing it out. They don't care about the score. They're not going to run it. They're going to keep trying to put these points on the board. As here's Minshew on the read option, picking up 12 yards on the keeper. So now 6 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Here is Minshew from the shotgun, throwing to the right side, but this time Cedric Granger is going to be there for the stop. Nice tackle behind the line, but we're still down 35-3. So now here is Minshew throwing another screen pass, and Ian Hartman almost gets there, but that is going to be stopped there. And on a 1st and 10, here is Wesley David throwing the ball deep, but just trying to throw it up and get some yardage back. Just nothing going in this game, as Wesley David does throw over the middle, finds Angel Gonzalez there for the 8-yard reception. So now 3rd and 2. Here is David getting sacked one more time. So Jalen Price, 5 sacks in this game. I mean, just straight up dominance here from ECU, offense, defense, and let's just talk about Coastal going into next season. So we do have some questions to answer. I mean, is Curtin going to be our quarterback of the future? I don't know. I mean, he had a decent year. I don't think it was bad by any standards, but he definitely had a few bad moments, and I don't know about him going forward. The running back position, Jimbo Brown had a decent year, but remember, we do have a couple of transfers coming in, one at receiver, one at running back, that are now going to be eligible come next season. So that really makes it hard for Jimbo Brown to keep that spot down. We do have Summers. Remember, he's a speed guy. He's going to be pretty good coming into next year. And then on the receiving end, I don't think we have too many guys. We do have another transfer, and he's probably going to get in as well. But I think I like the trio of Justin Johnson, our transfer that we'll have. I do like Angel Gonzalez as well. I think he's a very good player. And I'm kind of liking Alan King, what he does on this offense. I think that he's going to provide a much needed spark on offense. And then you can't forget about Sam Forbes as well. He's returning for his senior season. But on the defensive end, I think we have a lot of question marks, I think, at every position. I think Cedric Granger is one of the few guys that has his spot locked down, Orlando Norman as well. But besides those two, I honestly think that everybody's spot is up for grabs. I don't think anybody really impressed me this season at all, like any position. So I think that everybody kind of is going into next season in a position battle, every single position, I think. So that's going to do it for this season and this episode. So you don't want to miss the next one. Remember to get your recruits in, and I'll see you next season in the off season. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. We got a lot of work to do, and you guys are going to be involved. It's going to be fun. I can't lie. It's going to be fun. So stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.